Welcome to No G, our competitive zero-gravity multiplayer first-person shooter where you never have to aim your crosshair at your opponent. Like any other multiplayer game, the first thing you'll need to do is create your account. It's a simple username, password, and email address to sign up. After we log in, we're brought to our account page. Here you can look at your lifetime stats or jump right into a game. In our main lobby, you can either host your own room or join another player's. I'll create my own and have my friend join me. Here we can change between two different maps or close the room to prevent other people from joining. Now that my friend is in here with me, I can start the game. We're immediately thrown into a map with the other player. After 10 seconds, both players will be teleported to their starting positions and the game will start. Instead of having a clipper magazine, your bullets will recharge periodically, up to 3, letting you choose whether you want to let off a burst of 3 shots or plan each shot more precisely. You'll notice that the bullets grow with each bounce. As they increase in size, they also increase in damage, incentivizing players to bounce shots rather than going for the harder, less impactful direct hits. What I just did there was what we call our reorientation. By pressing the D button, I was able to make what was once the ceiling my new forward orientation. Since we're playing in no gravity, we don't have to be constrained with one direction being up and one direction being down. We can make up be whichever direction we want. Now, instead of having to aim directly up and down, which is always more difficult, we can shoot straight ahead like normal. Our movement system is also different than almost all first-person shooter games out there. Instead of using WASD, we only use one button. You can press W to pull yourself in whichever direction you're facing, adding a force in that direction. If you're flying forward in one direction, you'll have to press W a few more times in the opposite direction to come to a stop and change directions. Our maps are also designed around the bouncing bullet mechanic. We needed flat walls that players would be able to calculate bounces off of. The windows were also specifically placed so you're able to see where the player is so you can bounce shots to hit them. The red circle above the player's head was also implemented to incentivize bouncing your shots. Since you can always see it through the walls, you're able to tell almost exactly where in the game your opponent is. You don't have to be able to see them to be able to shoot them. It's still not a full wall hack though. The circle is always above the player's head. If they've reoriented themselves, you won't know which side of the circle the player is on. Instead of having an aim down sights mechanic, we have the red laser you see. When you hold right click, the laser will show you where the bullets will bounce. This becomes very useful when trying to line up tricky shots or if you're just starting out with the game. If you shoot while you have the laser on, there will be an orange laser that stays after you've shot until the bullet is destroyed. We created No G to be a fast-paced, high-skill ceiling game, and I think we've accomplished that. With up to 4 players in a room and a variety of new FPS mechanics to work with, each round builds your skill and provides you with a new experience. From everyone on the No G team, I'd like to say thank you to the judges and to everyone else safe at home for listening, and I hope you enjoyed our video. Thank you.